Hello, I'm Colleen Holder and this is Let's Talk Tobago. We've traveled to the Runnemede Valley at the edge of the rainforest to showcase an establishment that makes you feel right at home in the midst of nature. Where are we? At the Cuffie River Nature Retreat. The owner, Regina Dumas, opened her doors to us so we can show you the wonders of this retreat, a place where you can catch sight of some much sought after birds like the great black hawk, the common putu and the white-tailed saberwing. And we'll do just that right after we tell you what's happening in our stories this week. The Monetary Policy Report is presented on this island for the first time. Tobagonian stakeholders are happy with the economic outlook. There's a new initiative aimed at decreasing road fatalities. And Shilamaya Peterkin is the first Tobagonian to win the President's Medal. You're viewing Let's Talk Tobago and we're here in Runnemede at Cuffie River Nature Retreat. Now, when the owner designed this place, she relied heavily on her background in rural development and her love for nature. Today, this is the benefit. Guests can do some bird watching while they're dining. Some will say ideal, especially for people on tight schedules and those anxious about missing out on any element of this place. But it can be said that Tobago missed out for many years when the Monetary Policy Report was only presented in the sister isle. But this year that changed. The central bank governor and his team broke tradition and journeyed to this island. Let's hear from him about this country and more specifically Tobago's economic prospects.
Trinidad and Tobago is in recovery mode. After a few years of subpar performance, Trinidad and Tobago's economy delivered faster than expected growth of almost 2% in 2013.
That's what came out of the last monetary policy report as of November last year. And with 6 months into 2014, the central bank is again predicting favorable growth for the rest of the year based on activities in both the energy and non-energy sectors.
Today, economic recovery is established. The economy is expected to grow by at least 2.5% this year. Food price inflation is down to single digits, standing at 4%.
Although that's the projection of growth for the entire country, those involved in the economic development of Tobago understand that the island faces its own unique economic challenges as Tobago moves ahead with the diversification of its economy.
I'm very happy to say that the Comprehensive Economic Development Plan would have taken those things into consideration, so that greater injection of capital that will foster and promote industrialization and growth. For example, at the Cove Industrial Estate and other areas, those are the areas that we are focusing on now so that we can realize real growth in Tobago.
And for those concerned about the foreign exchange situation, well, the central bank governor is giving this assurance to the business and banking communities.
There is no risk of devaluation of our currency. We have enough foreign exchange reserves to satisfy demand. As of mid-May 2014, the stock of foreign exchange reserves amounted to almost US $10.5 billion, more than enough to cover more than 1 year worth of imports.
And persons in the business sector, particularly in tourism, are relieved to hear this.
We in the tourism industry have our own challenges at the moment, so I'm glad to hear that the foreign exchange problem is coming to an end. The inflation rate needs to be kept in check, which he has promised to do, and I think it all sounds very positive.
This is the second monetary policy report presented to the business and banking communities outside of the usual Port of Spain venue, and it's the first time that this kind of forum is occurring in Tobago. I'm Omidara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
But what's a great economic outlook if this island continues to grapple with the issue of reckless driving that sometimes claims lives? To paraphrase the Acting Commissioner of Police in charge of mobile patrols, the main causes of road accidents are speeding, driving under the influence of drugs, fatigue and distracted driving. And while the police are very aware they can't legislate good behavior, they've designed a campaign they hope will inspire safe driving practices on this island. Davia Chambers has those details.
I Road Safe. That's the name of the newest initiative by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to reduce the number of road fatalities in the country. They're doing this using a series of awareness and educational campaigns with messages focusing on speeding, alcohol-impaired driving, distracted and fatigued driving, seatbelt and pedestrian safety. And if you've seen these yellow and blue police patrol cars and wondered why they're here, well, they've been transferred to our island specifically for the campaign.
The whole concept is to promote safe behavior of individuals and a holistic approach to the way we traverse the roads.
The idea is to stop the carnage by providing workable solutions.
We are aware that the main causes of road traffic accidents are speeding and driving under the influence of drink or drug. Also, there are fatigue driving and distractions, the main culprit here being the cell phones and other handheld devices. Therefore, if we know that these are the causes, the main causes of the accident, we pay particular attention, then we could, in fact, lessen the fatal and serious road accidents.
And according to the Acting Commissioner of Police, Stephen Williams, this campaign is in keeping with the strategic plan of the TTPS.
Critical area of focus for the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is improving safety on our roadways. It is one of the 4 strategic goals of the organization in our plan 2014 to 2016.
There'll be a series of community presentations and exercises throughout Tobago to promote the program. One of the stakeholders of the I Road Safe initiative is the Tobago House of Assembly. I'm Davia Chambers for Let's Talk Tobago.
Civil society groups and village councils play an important role in the affairs of this island. These organizations reach those in need in a way politicians and the public sector aren't able to. Despite their best intentions, they don't always have the knowledge and wherewithal to effectively carry out their mandate. This stymies their growth and progress. But as Omar Mills tells us, this hole will soon be plugged. They're being trained and equipped with the tools they need.
These participants in the first capacity building workshop are learning about effective leadership. But this program is also part of a series of sessions aimed at making civil society and community groups more effective in their operations. While here, they will also learn about fundraising strategies.
Every activity you do, we need to have funds, we need money to implement some of these projects. So we're going to be showing the groups how to access the various funding.
But that's not all. Financial management, ethics and accountability are some other important topics which the participants will be made aware of.
We do not want, misappropriation of funds and so forth. We want to make sure that whenever we put money into a group, whenever we give a civil society organization money, we want to ensure that that money is well spent and the community, the society, Tobago on a whole gets value for money.
The Division of Community Development and Culture will also facilitate other areas such as mediation, marketing, social media for CSOs, conducting effective meetings, and
we're also going to be doing marketing and promotions because, the groups are involved in a lot of activities, so we're going to show them how to properly market their activity and to do sufficient promotions to get participation and support for their events and so on.
The workshops will be done at the Glamorgan Community Centre in the east and the Glen Road Community Centre in the west until September 16, 2014. For registration, persons can contact the Department of Community Development at 639-1945 or 639-5452. I'm Omar Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
It's time to take a break, but coming up, the lessons our Standard 5 students are being taught in preparation for high school.
Talk Tobago, ready to provide your community with the highest degree of professional services in emergency response. Contact Search Mariah at 660-0065 or Search Speyside at 660-6096. Search 24-hour services, emergencies, medical or other. Search Pro, the new face of emergency management.
You're viewing Let's Talk Tobago. Thanks for staying with us here at Cuffie River Nature Retreat in Runnemede. Here, the honeymoon suite is the only bedroom with a television set, but who needs one when there's so much to see? The proximity of this retreat to the rainforest also eliminates the need for any AC units. But there's another reason the building is always cool. Large French windows and doors have been incorporated into the design, and clay tiles and bricks, materials which conduct heat at a slower rate, have been used in the building. We did tell you that the owner's vision for this place was inspired by her background in rural development and her love for nature. And it's the same kind of dedication you'll hear about from the students who won the President's Awards. They all worked towards that goal from as early as third form. Now, for the younger students, they say their entire primary school life has been dedicated to achieving this goal. Let's meet the 6 students who distinguished themselves from the rest of their peers. But first, let's single out one young lady from Tobago who created history.
It's an honor to win the President's Medal, but it's honor and pride when you're the only Tobagonian to have done so to date. That's the story of Shelly Maya Peterkin, who has been awarded the Gold President's Medal for Higher Secondary Education for being the most outstanding student at the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination 2013, Business, Languages, Modern Studies, Technical Studies, General Studies, and Visual and Performing Arts.
It's really a privilege and an honor to have this event being held in Tobago for the first time, and I must say special thanks to the President, because in fact it was his idea. At lunch with him, he suggested that they host it in Tobago, and he lived up to his word.
Shelly Maya, whose goal is to become an economist, says there are certain rules of success that all students should know.
Work hard, it will require a lot of sacrifices, so be prepared to sacrifice the TV, the social networking, sacrifice the going out, but in the end it is worth it.
The President, Anthony Carmona, says the awardees must ensure they make a difference in the lives of others.
Stand up for what is right. Live a life of impeccable integrity. Yes, you would stumble, but get back up on that race of life and continue to do so from a position of righteousness and social consciousness. This is my small mandate to you all. And inspire your home, inspire your street, inspire your village, and invariably you will inspire this nation of ours.
The other awardees are Abhinav Karan. He won the President's Medal, Gold, for Higher Secondary Education, CAPE 2013, in the areas of Math, Natural Sciences, Environmental and Technical Studies. And he had this advice for males.
Well, I know young men in particular have a lot more distractions in general, but if you are a determined individual and you do have a goal in mind, then you can make anything possible.
Ashisha Prasad won the President's Medal for Secondary Education Gold CSEC, while Zadel Mohes got silver in the same category. And Sandhya Suku was awarded the Gold President's Medal for Primary Education SEA, while Kaylin Ramlal received silver. I'm Davia Chambers for Let's Talk Tobago.
We're staying with the education theme, but this time we're focusing specifically on our Standard 5 students, those who are winding down from all their hard work which led them to the SCA exams. You might be wondering what they're doing now. Well, for some in Tobago, it's a chance to learn how they're going to deal with the changes they're about to encounter at secondary school. But their lessons won't just be academic. They'll learn the value of being healthy and how that affects their success.
This is Antonia Williams of the St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School receiving her fruit basket prize after participating in the Health Treasure Chest Encounter game. Antonia likes swimming and one of her favorite foods is carrots, and she understands the significance of being healthy.
I think it is very important because you don't want to be overweight, so in later in life you will not have the struggle to lose weight.
This fair, which is entitled Making the Link, Bridging the Gap from Primary to Secondary School, also focuses on the physical aspect of these Standard 5 students' lives. The pupils got advice on how to succeed when they go to secondary school in the new term.
I learned that don't let anything or anyone kill your dreams. Make your own dreams, sit in the front. Don't follow other children, don't follow bad company, but, focus on your work and be you.
The children were also guided in areas such as proper nutrition, keeping away from drugs, and understanding their sexuality, topics which would help these pupils develop holistically as they move into another phase of their academic lives.
Health is physical, mental, spiritual, and social, so it's the complete thing. So in order for them to be able to study and perform good in school, they need to eat properly and be healthy, so hence the health component.
The one-day health fair done by the Scarborough District Health Center is part of a school health program. This time, pupils of the Methodist Primary School and the St. Andrews Anglican Primary School benefited from the outreach. I'm Omudara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Students begin to map out their future from as early as 4th form. At this stage, or even before, they begin thinking about the career path they envision for themselves and the route which will get them there. For Goodwood High Schoolers, they got the chance to do a little more. They got an opportunity to meet prospective employers.
Third form students of Goodwood High School have begun the process of choosing their subjects based on their career decisions for the future. Choosing a career is one of the most important decisions a person will ever make. But before making that choice, it's important to have career guidance. And that's exactly what the students got from agencies such as the Tobago House of Assembly, Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute, tertiary institutions, and the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
Because of this career fair that we have for third formers who move up into fourth form, many of them have been able to enter into University of the West Indies and continue to pursue their careers.
Most of the students, though, have already decided the career path they intend to take and were glad for the opportunity to gain first-hand knowledge about it through the career fair.
I see myself as an architect, things like drawing and them stuff there.
I will go and do more studies, get a better education so that I can draw bigger plans and things.
My aim is to be a nurse and an athlete.
And the students got some advice from this graduate.
Definitely let it be something that they love. Not something that they're driven to or somebody else told them about, because they will get frustrated when they go into the world of work.
This is the 5th annual career fair held at the institution. I'm Davia Chambers for Let's Talk Tobago.
We're taking another break, but do stay with us as we connect the dots between cognitive development and a game of chess. This is Let's Talk Tobago. Thanks for staying with us here at Cuffie River Nature Retreat in Runnemede. In keeping with the eco-friendly concept, this swimming pool was constructed above ground to avoid damaging the land. And guess what? It's a saltwater pool, which means limited use of chlorine. This is a swimmer's dream because the harsh smell of chlorine found in the traditional pools is virtually non-existent, which is also a plus for people with asthma and those sensitive to scents. It's features like these that help the retreat win the Excellence in Environment Management Award, Best Eco Retreat and Sustainable Property of the Year. But let's leave it there to tell you about a London-based amateur cricket club that's raising funds to help those in need. The club members spent some time in Trinidad and Tobago, but while on this island, they gave just about $45,000 to one school in particular. Davia Chambers tells us who they are and the school that benefited.
This is work done by students of the Happy Haven School. They also create items such as gift bags, earrings and table mats, just to name a few. To get this done, the students utilize a shared space at the school. But now, with funds from the London Saints Cricket Club, these students will soon have an assigned space only for art and craft.
I am happy to have a class to do art for my classmates and students.
But that's not all. The $45,000 will also assist with the completion of a play park for the school and the construction of restrooms.
We are always happy when persons, corporate, private, whatever organization, can assist the efforts of the school. So we are indeed elated that, projects that we have planned, we can bring many of them to fruition.
The organizer of the London Saints Cricket Club, Dave Thomas, says assisting the students is actually rewarding for the team.
It's giving back a lot of hard work. We thought we couldn't come over here and not do something small. And like I said, we thought about the best places, and we've got links with special needs back in the UK. A few of our players have got children who have special needs issues, so we thought it'd be really good to do something here for special needs. And it's been fantastic to see this and see the kids and see what we can do. Our money, what we do, about 3/4 of the things they need to do still.
While in Tobago, the London Saints Cricket Club also participated in friendly matches against C&B Sports Club and Tobago Legends Cricket Club. I'm Davia Chambers for Let's Talk Tobago.
1 king, 2 bishops, 8 pawns, 2 rooks. Have you guessed it yet? Well, that's just some of the pieces played in chess, a popular game around the world, but not so much in Tobago. But chess lovers on the island understand the benefits and want to spread the word, beginning with our school children. Here's Omidara Mills with a story on Tobago's Schools Open Chess Championship.
These young chess players are here sitting and thinking strategically about the moves which can be made on the chessboard so they can win this game. And although you play in relative silence except for the sound of the game clock, chess can be fun and can help with your mental development.
Chess, to me, it's not boring. It helps the child in their cognitive development and the intellectual capability and thinking strategies. And most of the chess players presently right now in Trinidad and Tobago have gone on from their CSEC certificates to their bachelors, to their masters, some are doctors and some are lawyers. And statistics also show that when you play chess, it increases your ability to think.
And for those of you who don't like contact sports, this game is a delightful alternative. That's according to first place winner in the under-14 category of the Tobago Schools Open Chess Championship, Josephine Broom.
I like it because it's peaceful and you can't get injured in any of the games that you play.
The tournament saw 19 students participating, and although it's the first chess tournament put on by the Pentecostal Light and Life High School's chess club, their chess teacher hopes to have more students participate in other competitive games in the future. The tournament has been supported by the Pentecostal Light and Life High School's board as well as the Tobago House of Assembly. I'm Omidara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
The month of May is usually associated with Mother's Day, but did you know that the United Nations has also set aside a special day in this very month as International Day of Families? The day was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in 1993 and reflects the importance the international community attaches to families. The day also provides an opportunity to promote awareness of issues relating to families. It has inspired a series of awareness-raising events around the world. This year marks the 20th anniversary, and this is how Tobago celebrated.
Sometimes, because of various circumstances, families are broken. The negative effects range from educational to social and affects not only children, but the parents as well. Studies show that children from broken families are nearly 5 times more likely to suffer damaging mental troubles than those whose parents stay together.
I have had the opportunity to visit many juvenile homes, many correctional facilities, and a lot of places or probational hostels. And one of the things, one of the consistent theme or the consistent factors with all the people that we meet, with all the juveniles that we encounter, when you speak to them, behind each juvenile is a family in disarray, a family that maybe is not together as they should be.
Because the Division of Health and Social Services realizes this, they continue to execute programs to strengthen families, such as the Program for Adolescent Mothers, the REACH program, and Healthy Homes and Healthy Families equal a healthier Tobago. This is in keeping with the United Nations goals to review challenges faced by families worldwide and recommend solutions.
We have to continue with our policies and our programs that are within the Division of Health and Social Services to make sure that we protect the family unit, we empower individuals within families to stay together, and we continue to make sure that every family is given the opportunity to be all that they could be, regardless of their personal circumstances, their economic circumstances, or even their environmental circumstances.
And so as the world celebrated International Day of the Family, so did the island. Families all around Tobago had the chance to learn about family services provided here and enjoy themselves as well.
So that our people become better informed as to the services which are available to them, both within the THA and outside the umbrella body of the THA, and just how they can access these services. So it's all about disseminating information. In the division, we place great emphasis. We have valued and continue to value the importance of the family. We need families for the very survival of the human race.
The theme for this year's International Family Day is Families Matter for the Achievement of Development Goals, International Year of the Family +20. I'm Davia Chambers for Let's Talk Tobago.
And it's time to have your say, the segment of our program where we hear from you, our viewers. As we prepare to enter June, Tobago is also readying itself for the Tobago House of Assembly budget. The THA will use this reading to inform the island of its expenditure and plans for the next fiscal year. Last year, the Assembly requested just under $5 billion from the central government in a speech that allocated the largest chunk of the budget to the Division of Health and Social Services. Infrastructural and island-wide roadworks were also big winners in last year's presentation. So today we're asking, what would you like to see included in Tobago's upcoming budget? This is what you said.
An improvement on the development of agriculture in a big way in Tobago. I would like to see some more being done to our cocoa population, our citrus population, our copper population.
I'm a farmer, so I will always focus on the things that is best for the country, right? And farming is one of the priorities besides education and them things.
I want to see all the prices go down low in Tobago.
I want to see that they could organize something for single mothers, a work, because it is not easy for being a single mother.
Full autonomy for Tobago. Autonomy in the sense that we must be able to control our true sea space, and I believe in a federal system.
And that's how we bring this week's edition of Let's Talk Tobago to a close. Remember, you can send us your comments or queries on anything you've seen in this program to information@tha.gov.tt or visit us at www.tha.gov.tt. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Colleen Holder, and on behalf of all of us at the Department of Information, have a safe and enjoyable week. And as we go, we leave you now with a final look at the Cuffie River Nature Retreat.